Imagine you're born with a gift. Maybe you're tall, maybe you have a sharp mind for numbers, maybe words just flow out of you effortlessly. These things feel like advantages. But here's the truth. Gifts are just starting points. They don't guarantee anything. You can't control your gifts. They're handed to you. You didn't earn them. And you can't be proud of something you didn't choose. What you can be proud of are your choices. The hours you put in when no one's watching. The decisions you make when things get tough. The moments you push forward when quitting is easier. Think about two kids in the same school. One is a natural math genius. The other struggles with numbers but spends hours practicing. 5 years later, the hard worker is designing complex systems. The genius, still coasting, maybe even behind. Money works the same way. Some people inherit wealth. That's their gift. Others start with nothing but decide to save, invest, and learn. Over time, the choice beats the gift. Every day you face that same fork in the road. Rely on what came naturally, or build something bigger through deliberate action. Your talent might open the first door. Only your choices will take you further down the hallway. And when you're 80, looking back, you'll realize something. The best parts of your life didn't come from what you were born with. They came from what you decided to do. The next step is knowing how to make those decisions, especially when they seem risky. That's where the real breakthroughs happen. Picture a young Jeff Bezos in the mid-1990s. He has a steady, well-paying job in New York. Most people would hold on to that job for life. But Bezos has an idea, an online bookstore. At the time, it sounds strange. People are barely using the internet. Buying books online feels risky and inconvenient. He tells his boss about it. The boss listens carefully, then says, "It's a great idea for someone who doesn't already have a good job." That's the moment most people would back away. Why leave security for uncertainty? But Bezos thinks about regret. He decides that years later he'd regret not trying far more than he'd regret failing. So he leaves. He starts the business in his garage. He ships books himself. And he keeps going, even when the numbers don't look promising. That decision was a calculated risk, not a blind leap. He understood the potential upside. He knew the internet was growing. He was willing to look wrong before the world saw he was right. In wealth building, these moments are critical. Maybe it's starting a business when friends say it won't work. Maybe it's buying real estate in a neighborhood others ignore. Maybe it's investing in a new skill that doesn't pay off right away. Calculated risk is different from reckless risk. You don't bet everything on a whim. You gather information. You look at the long-term trends. Then you commit. Most people never make these moves because they fear embarrassment. But the people who change their financial future are often willing to be doubted in the short term. The richest rewards go to those who can stand in the awkward middle, the space between starting and proving everyone wrong. And the best way to survive in that space is not by chasing every shiny opportunity. It's by building something you actually care about. Is this helpful so far? Trends are tempting. They explode onto the scene. Everyone talks about them. It feels like you're missing out if you don't join in, but trends fade. They burn hot and disappear fast. What's left after they fade is the work you've built and the value you've created. Bezos didn't choose books because they were trending. He chose them because books had universal demand. The internet gave him a new way to deliver them. It wasn't about chasing what was hot. It was about solving a lasting problem in a better way. In business and investing, this matters. You can make money on a hot fad, but it's hard to build wealth on something that won't last. Think of the difference between starting a business in a timeless industry like home repairs or accounting versus betting everything on the latest app or meme coin. One has steady long-term demand. The other might vanish in months. Passion is your anchor in all of this. If you choose something just because it's popular, the moment it gets hard, you'll quit. But if you genuinely care about the work, you'll push through the slow seasons. Passion also makes you better at spotting real opportunities. When you understand your field deeply, you can see gaps others overlook. You notice problems that haven't been solved yet. You develop ideas competitors can't copy easily. Wealth builds slowly when you're working on something you believe in. It compounds like interest. Every improvement adds to the last. Every year of effort makes the foundation stronger. Fads fade. Passion compounds. And when you look decades ahead, you can use one question to guide your biggest financial moves. What will your 80-year-old self thank you for? Picture yourself at 80 years old. You're looking back on your life. What will you be proud of? Will it be the times you played it safe, or the moments you took a chance on something meaningful? The 80-year test is simple. When you face a big decision, imagine the older version of you looking back. Will they thank you for staying comfortable? Or will they wish you had gone after something bigger? This applies to money as much as anything else. It could be deciding to invest in assets that take years to grow. It could be choosing to learn skills that don't pay off right away. It could be turning down quick cash in favor of building something lasting. Short-term thinking feels good in the moment. It's easy to take the faster path, but the future version of you pays the price for every shortcut. Service and adventure almost always win in the long run. Service means using your skills and resources to help others. Adventure means saying yes to opportunities that scare you a little. Both bring a kind of wealth that isn't just about money. When you choose service, you open doors to stronger relationships, bigger networks, and trust that compounds over time. When you choose adventure, you expose yourself to experiences and lessons you can't buy. The 80-year-old version of you will value both more than the temporary comfort of avoiding risk. Every major choice you make today is a trade with your future self. Decide in a way that makes them proud. And remember, when you help others succeed, your own opportunities multiply. Real wealth isn't just about stacking money, it's about the value you create for others. When you solve problems for people, money tends to follow. When you make it easier for others to succeed, your own opportunities grow. Think about the most successful companies. They didn't just sell products, they removed obstacles. They gave people tools to do things better, faster, or cheaper. Warren Buffett didn't build his fortune by chasing quick wins. He invested in companies that delivered long-term value to millions. The more those companies served customers well, the more his investments grew. In the same way, a small business owner who focuses on making life easier for clients can grow faster than one obsessed only with profit. Service builds trust. Trust builds loyalty. Loyalty brings consistent income. On the passive path, the focus is always on creating value before chasing returns. Because when value comes first, returns often become inevitable. Ask yourself every time you make a financial move, does this help someone solve a real problem? Does it make life better for my customers, clients, or community? Money follows value. Value follows service. And service doesn't mean working for free. It means charging fairly for something that genuinely helps people. That's how you build wealth that lasts. The more people you help, the stronger your financial foundation becomes. And when challenges come, that foundation will hold. Because the real test of your path isn't when everything is easy. It's how you move forward when the market turns against you. It means diversifying your investments. It means building skills you can use in different situations. When you're relentless, the game doesn't end when you lose a round. You stay long enough for the odds to swing in your favor. And the odds swing faster when you surround yourself with people who build rather than complain. Some people build, some people criticize. Builders focus on creating something better. Cynics focus on pointing out what's wrong. If you spend your time with cynics, you'll find reasons not to act. If you spend your time with builders, you'll find ways to make progress. Builders share ideas. They look for solutions. They see potential where others see problems. In wealth building, this difference matters. Join a group where people are investing, learning, and improving, and your own results will improve. Spend time in places where people complain about the economy, and you'll start thinking the same way. It's not about avoiding criticism. It's about filtering who you listen to. Criticism from a builder helps you improve. Criticism from a cynic keeps you stuck. Every hour you spend around builders is an investment in your own growth. Every hour you spend around cynics is a withdrawal from your future success. Energy flows where optimism grows. The more you build, the more opportunities appear, and those opportunities compound when you decide exactly where to put your time, money, and focus. Wealth is the result of repeated choices. Every dollar you spend or invest is a decision. Every hour you work or waste is a decision. If you want your money to grow, you have to choose a clear strategy. That could be long-term investing in index funds. It could be building income-generating real estate. It could be running a business that creates consistent cash flow. Once you choose your approach, make it non-negotiable. Commit to investing a fixed amount every month. Commit to learning a skill that increases your earning power. Commit to protecting your time from distractions. Small choices made consistently can turn an average income into a strong portfolio. A middle-income earner who invests 10% of their salary for 20 years can end up with over $2 million. Not because of one lucky break, but because of disciplined, repeated action. Your portfolio is a mirror of your daily choices. If you spend without thinking, it shows. If you invest with discipline, it shows. You don't need perfect timing. You don't need a unique talent. You just need the discipline to keep making the right financial moves, even when they're boring. And when you live that way, you create a path that's not only profitable but sustainable. The passive path is about exactly that: steady, consistent actions that lead to lasting wealth. The next step is putting it all together into a clear plan you can start today. Here's how to start living in a way that builds lasting wealth. First, choose your wealth-building method. Pick one you understand and can stick with for years. If it's investing, decide exactly what you'll invest in and how often. If it's real estate, choose your market and property type. If it's business, define your offer and who you serve. Second, set up automatic systems. Automate your investments so they happen without relying on willpower. Automate your savings so the money moves before you spend it. Third, track your progress. Check your numbers regularly to make sure you're moving toward your target. Adjust if something isn't working, but don't abandon your plan after a short setback. Fourth, focus on value creation. Ask yourself every week how you can serve your customers, your audience, or your network better. The more value you create, the more opportunities and income will flow back to you. Fifth, build your network intentionally. Surround yourself with people who are moving towards similar goals. Learn from their wins and their mistakes. The passive path is about making these steps part of your normal life. Not as a sprint, but as a steady walk in the right direction. If you're ready to take control of your financial future, start with one choice today. Make it a choice your 80-year-old self will thank you for. Like this video if it helped you see wealth differently. Subscribe to the Passive Path for more strategies you can use. And share in the comments the one financial choice you're committing to this year. I wish you success in every step you take toward financial freedom. Feel free to watch the other videos on this channel for more ways to grow your wealth and secure your future. I'll see you in the next video.